Welcome back to Wonder Boy the Dragon's Curse, everybody. This is Honest Steven, thanks for joining me. Previously, we defeated the dragon zombie and shifted into the fishman form. So now we can explore the underwater areas more thoroughly and make some more progress on exploring the world. I found out that all of the treasure chests that did not originally have heart containers in them apparently refill whenever you quit and reload the game. So that's a pretty easy way to farm some money and items if you need them. I won't be doing that though, because I feel like you get enough just on your normal progression through the game. But it's there, I guess, if it comes up. I've been playing the game on my personal profile, and I'm making some decent progress, so we shouldn't hit any serious roadblocks along the way here. Unless, of course, I just totally forget what goes where, which happens more often than I think it should. I have to admit that one of the things that stands out a lot to me with this game, which was also true about the original, but I had no experience with the original, is it's so, finely, wrong button. You jerk. Come on, there we go. It's super well balanced, because you'll go as far as you can go with a specific character, a specific form, and feel like you're we'll wait for that, but you'll feel like you just have nowhere else to go, all that kind of stuff. But then when you get to see, that had a heart container, so it's not going to refill. But then you get the next form and you realize, wow, this character is perfectly designed to go to a place that I haven't been able to go. Or you'll go to an area where you're getting wrecked by the enemies, and then you come back with the proper form and you're like, oh man, it's so much easier with this guy. And I like that a lot. I also really like how it's not always obvious what a form's special ability would be, like what its utility should be for the player, and you figure that out through the natural flow of the game, and that's pretty cool too. I won't spoil anything, because it's not a spoiler really, because it's right on the title screen of the game, but one of the forms doesn't seem like it does anything. Compared to all the other forms who had obvious functionality, the lion doesn't. And when I just, through the flow of things, realized that, I was like, oh, that opens up so much more for me. Very cool. I like that kind of stuff. It just shows there's a lot of polish and thought put into the core game. I think I have to go down that hole over there. If everything goes according to plan, I should be starting a new series that I kind of tested in my earlier videos with this coming Tuesday. Oh man, I don't remember where I get this now. Well, let's keep exploring. But in a couple of my early videos, I played either online with friends or I had friends on my couch with me. playing stuff, and it was just kind of like, let's feel this out. But now I'm going to have episodes uploaded periodically where it is formatted in a way that is designed to be me and my friends. It'll be, you know, like Let's Play with Friends. And I think that should be pretty cool. I don't have a game 100% set on yet that I'm going to be doing first, but I think unless something else comes up, we might just play Lovers in a Space Lovers in an it's something like Lovers in a Space-Time or Dangerous Space or something like that. It's on, I'm specifically referring to the PlayStation 4 version. My friend and I checked it out the other day, and it's a lot of fun. So I think it would be pretty good for watching and commenting over. Alright, so I checked out the water over there, checked out the water under here. I can't go this way. Do I have... No, I don't. Alright, well, I don't think I've checked it yet, so we'll go to the east in the desert instead of the west. So it's the one place I haven't gone yet, to my knowledge. Let's, you know, let's make this easy on ourselves. The boomerang is my favorite sub-weapon. Everything else has a lot of nice, you know, functionality. Must be word of the day for me. But this goes through enemies, and if you don't go crazy with your movements, it will come back to you. Like, that's super nice, because as long as you play smart with it, you won't run out, and it can do double hits, triple hits, quadruple hits. It's really very useful. I forgot how hard these guys hit. Gotta be a little bit more cautious. I have 2 potions though, so not a big deal, but I'd rather not die if I didn't have to. There is a set of armor that I need to find, and I think it is this way, that lets me swim through the lava without taking damage. And I think that's another prime representation, oops, of how thought out this game is, because you go this way and you're like, oh man, it's really dangerous, I have to be more cautious than I expected I needed to be. But then you make your way through here and you find the armor. And then you can just freely, oh, tried to bomb on me from up there. But then you can just freely go about wherever you want to go in this area, and that's really cool. Oh, I thought that it wasn't going to be there. Top Hat Skeleton is a fun design. Oh no, 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 no. Ah, this is bad. There we go. There you go. And it's super cheap. Now with this on, we are immune to lava. And we can warp back with this. Oh, no, no, I'm wrong. I will take you up on that. I was going to say that that's probably going to warp us back, but we don't need to because we still have some exploring to do in this direction. Okay. I've also noticed that the equipment you find has different stats for the different forms, and at first I thought that was kind of just arbitrary, but I think it's more of a representation of the form's overall abilities. Like, the mouse isn't really great at combat because he's so small, so the weapons don't help him much. But the lion seems to be the combat character, and he, stuff gives him a bigger boost. This room, I don't think we've seen it before. I really have to stop crossing my memories with my personal profile and my channel profile if I'm going to actually give you guys proper information. But this is a transformation room. At first I thought when you go in here it's like, that's the form you get. But every time you touch this panel, which is a lot simpler in retro mode, you can just cycle through the available forms. And as we saw outside, there were checkerboard blocks, so we need the mouse. And then in this chest we get the thunder ring, which, because these blocks are here, is easily explained to us. So now we have the thunder ring and we can break these little blocks. Where do I want to go? I can't remember. The good thing though is because we have the thunder ring, we have access to a transformation room right in town. So if we go in here, and then right at this block here, you can open up this secret door that is a transformation room. I think I want, if I'm remembering right, I want the dragon. Because the dragon, this is never told to you anywhere. This is just something you find out. The dragon can break blocks with his head once he has the thunder ring. And that's doesn't seem like a big deal up front. But if you remember, at the end of the beach, there is a house or a boat, some kind of building. And they just had a lone concrete block hanging out in there. So we're gonna go check out that block. I also learned that the game is saving all the time. It doesn't have a periodic autosave. It just is always saving. So every time you do anything, if I pick up a coin, it saves it. If I open up a chest, it saves it. And I mean, it'll refill it, but I still get everything, keep everything that I got out of the chest. So you can literally just stop playing at any moment. That's really convenient. Like, I was playing my personal profile earlier, and I was like, ah, man, I'm really deep in this dungeon, or whatever you want to call it. And I think I need to go back to town to save the game. I think I need to just at least talk to the fortune teller. And I put the console in sleep mode and went about my business, but then I was reading some forums and stuff later on, and no, you just turn the game off. You'll always restart in the village, but that's it. Otherwise, you 100% are right where you were. And I like that a lot. Especially when I'm recording, because then I can just stop. I don't have to worry about running out of my way. So yeah, block. And then we get a fourth door. Feel like I'm missing something. Okay, so that was a little bit of a waste of time. It's not... That was the room I was thinking of, but not the example I was thinking of. Alright, so let's change to the mouse. Man, Man, that's... Like I said, my memory is very poor. So, grab this, and switch to the mouse. I should have took it as a sign that the game wanted me to use the mouse going forward, simply due to the fact that to get the Thunder Ring, I would have needed to equip the mouse. I mean, transform to the mouse. I don't know if I have the money, but if I do, I want to grab one of the pieces of equipment that are up here. Alright, so 160, 95, 75. I don't have enough for any of them. Never mind. They're really worth having. Not the best equipment in the game, but very high up there, so the sooner you can get them, the more convenient your progression will be. So, the mouse can't attack down. No one can. But if you just grab one of these blocks, there you go. You can come down here. Now, depending on how you handle this, there is a way to see the next area. Definitely going to buy that. I don't know what this is yet, but there is a way to see the next area. Big upgrade. But you are not meant to go there yet. Not with the mouse. Oh yeah, I went the wrong way. But it's kind of cool that you can go there and you realize, oh man, I'm not prepared for this. So you know to come back. Music in this game is outstanding. Is it this one? This is the one that lets you go here to the underground, but we don't want to be there yet. So I think I need the fourth one, which is the one that... Yeah, that makes sense, because it's the one I need to cling to the checkerboard with. Sorry for wasting time. Thankfully, it's not a very long trek. That reminds me. I don't think it shows up on the capture, but when I'm playing in docked mode and I have scan lines enabled for retro graphics, when I'm scrolling through an area that has a black background like this, I get really aggressive flashing. I mentioned it in one of the earlier episodes. It's not my TV, because it doesn't happen at all in the modern graphics, and it's never happened with anything else. No other game, no other device, no... Oh, crap. Nothing. It's just this, just in these very specific rooms, at this very specific time, and it happens, and... I contacted Lizard Cube, the developers of this game, and showed them some footage, and they're like, oh, that's clearly an issue on our end, but we haven't seen it before. I gave them some more information, and they said they're going to look into it, especially due to the fact that it occurs only when the scan lines feature is turned on. If you leave it at 0, the flickering goes away. So... that's specific to the Switch version, I believe, because otherwise they would have seen it by now, I would have bet. But they were really, really good and fast with their response. They seem to be genuinely bothered by it, but it doesn't bother me. It's just a little flickering. Nothing really getting a hissy over, and it doesn't affect my overall experience. But it's good to, it's always good to get developer feedback and know that something could be fixed. So this is a special sword. Tells you right there what it does. These stars can be turned into blocks. I spent a big chunk of time turning all of these into blocks and then breaking them to see if there was anything behind them. There's not. So just make yourself a stairway and go right up here. I haven't figured out where this is useful yet, but now we have it. Let's see. I know what I'm looking for, but I don't remember where it is. 70, 56. We'll go with this. Just because it increases the odds of hearts to drop. That could be useful. I know I need the fish man, so it has to be somewhere that I'm missing. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Okay, I have an idea somewhere. I gotta go now. Oh, I forgot up here too. I have the thunder ring now, so lucky sword increases the odds of coins dropping. So we'll grab that when we have the money. But right now, let's grab the stuff out of there. Pop down here. I remember now. Here we go. Now, like I said, I have to go down here. This is progression. Let's go. Those moving blocks hurt you. Run away. That ship is where we need to go, but we're going to investigate over here first. To get this treasure chest, which is another heart container. Alright, now we'll enter the dungeon that's inside of the boat. Always pick up a sack of cash. I'm so bad at fighting underwater. Alright, we're in Shipwreck now, but we're going to end the episode there today. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed what you saw. Leave a comment to give me some feedback, or just give me your thoughts on the game, or the Nintendo Switch, or the fact that Twitter is really useful for developer feedback. Subscribe if you want to keep up to date with my uploading, which is a new video every day. And for now, I'm going to do my best to bring you one of the most honest pins you can find online, and I hope to talk to you guys later on. See ya.